What's going on, guys? Chase Ghost Picks against the spread. GhostPicksATS.com coming to you for September the 10th, Monday. And let's get geared up for what's going to be another great week. So this video may be a little bit long, but I've got to touch on a lot of things. One being our contest. One, I'm going to have to address a little issue that we got, do a recap, get you on a free play, and then, yeah, so let's get started. So first and foremost, thank you for everybody that dropped a comment. Excuse me. And yeah, now you can see, let's see, Big Daddy's Bar in St. Louis. I was in St. Louis this past week and actually met up with two of the clients that I have from that area. One of them being somebody that I won't give you too information, but he hooked me up with this shirt. I'll just say that. Awesome bar in St. Louis. Anyway, everybody that jumped on the contest that I was running for Sunday, the Bears-Packers game, which was a fantastic game to watch, picking the winner and the total, or the winner and the score. Had a ton of people jump on and get into that contest, and I love it when you guys get involved like that. The more the merrier. It makes it more fun. Just having a handful of people would not be fun at all. So thank you to everybody that did that, and we will get into the winners here in just a moment. So let's get into a little bit of a recap, get over that, and then yeah, we'll move on. So I gave out, a couple of months ago, a pick on the Saints -7 as your opening week free pick, and it didn't come through. Hey, I'll be the first to admit it. No excuses. Not a lot of defense in that game. Extremely high scoring. They got to be able to beat the Buccaneers. There's just more talent on that Saints team than what we saw today. And I don't really know what to say, but they really were in a good spot to beat the Buccaneers. I do believe that they are a much better team than Tampa Bay is, but hey, they didn't leave it all out on the field, and Tampa Bay capitalized, and they did it early, and they crammed it down New Orleans' throat. So that free play did not come through. The other free play that I gave you was a premium play on the Ravens, minus the touchdown. Easy blowout winner there. I loved that game. And then I also gave you a free lean on the Miami Dolphins as an underdog. They ended up winning outright by a touchdown. And the rest of the premiums, as far as NFL goes, we had the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we had them -3 when we pushed them out. I know some people were getting it at 3.5, but I actually played it at -3 is what I played it, and what I got it at and what I pushed it out. And even the people that asked me about the 3.5, I still told them, to take it or, buy it down. In situations like that, I always recommend buying down the hook when you're sitting at a 7.5, a 3.5, 10.5, things like that, for the ability to push. Absolutely, terrible weather there. Went into overtime. Pittsburgh just could not put that game away. They had multiple opportunities. They couldn't do it. They allowed Cleveland to come back, tie it up late, and then one of the most, just kind of boring overtimes you would ever see. No scores done, and it ends up a tie game at 21-all. So I'm sorry, it was a loss. It's not much I can do about that. With that type of weather, it's a coin flip at best in those situations. I certainly didn't expect for a tie game ending. And even when it went into overtime, I felt confident that Pittsburgh would be able to punch one through. Obviously, the weather wasn't helping them, and then end the game there. So that was a loss. Denver Broncos, we had -3 in a game that I loved, and they pushed on that, actually won by 3. And we had the Minnesota Vikings -6.5, a nice win there. In the MLB today, in our top tiers, we had Oakland on the run line and Cleveland on the run line, split 1-1 there. So it wasn't the greatest day, but it wasn't a terrible day overall. Gave some nice free plays there. As far as the 3 games that I gave you, went 2-1 there, 1-1 if you don't count the Miami Marlins, because it was just a lean. I personally played it. It just didn't have the statistics behind it for me to make it a premium play based on my system. So, but you know what? It's week 1. We get a lot of, we dust the cobwebs off. We get, knock some of the rust off. We see what teams are going to be about in the early going, see who's some standout players for the week, and we come back and kill it week 2. Overall, college football, we had a great Saturday. NFL, I'm not overly disappointed, but Denver should have come through and Pittsburgh should have come through, really, in my opinion. And, the Saints really should have been that loss that was, kind of like the the knife in the back. But anyway, that's your recap. I know that I'm trying to move really fast here, but I've got a lot that I want to go over and try not to take up too much of your time. So now let's jump into the contest. The contest was picking the winner of the Bears-Packers game, which I just got done watching a couple of hours ago. It's about 2:30 in the morning now, and I've been working on the MLB card for tomorrow. So picking the winner, Bears or Packers, and giving me the score. A lot of entries into this. I love it. We will be doing another one here soon. And this was for 1 week of all plays that I'm going to give out, top tier, premium, all sports. 2 people. Nobody got it exactly right, but 2 people came the closest, and damn were they close. And they actually predicted the same thing. First one, my man, and if I botch your name, I apologize. I'm not doing it purposefully. Raymond Asbell, 24-21 on the Packers. Very close. 2 points away from getting it exactly right. You, sir, are a winner. Shoot me an email at chase.ghostpicksats@gmail.com, and I will give you the instructions as to how to claim your 7-day week from me. And then the other one was Devo Lane. Same thing. Packers, 24-21. You also are going to get a free week from me. So you guys shoot me an email to, today, Monday, at any time you want to. No rush to do it right now. If you do get it to me late, we'll start the service on Tuesday. Whatever's most convenient for you guys. But you will get 7 days of play, top tier included, all sports from me, no charge. Email chase.ghostpicksats@gmail.com, and I'll get you hooked up. So thanks to everybody that jumped on the contest. We will be having another contest this week at some point, but I want to make an announcement. I'm getting very close to 1,500 subscribers. Once you guys get me to 1,500 subscribers, once I get there, I'm going to run another contest, very similar, and I'm going to be giving away a month plays. 1 month, 30 days, all plays, top tier included, all sports. And, we'll run that contest as soon as you guys get me to 1,500. Runner up will get another week. So I'm going to be giving away 2 different packages. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you tell your friends. If you're not subscribed and you watch daily, hit that subscribe button. And let's build up to that 1,500 so we can do that package sooner rather than later. All right. So let's address a little issue. Obviously, there are services out there that do not like us. I know that everybody thinks that I have beef with Cappers Direct. I don't. I have actually even said in my video that I've got respect for Kyle, no ill will there. He's even said it in his videos on his show, his podcast. He has respect for me. There's a mutual respect there, and no issues whatsoever. Got nothing bad to say about the guy. But there's another service out there. A service that I don't talk about, a service that I don't bring up, a service that has brought the Ghost Picks name up once or twice in their podcast. And we've just, let it lie, don't care. And then they decide to comment on my video that I posted Saturday with my free pick and my red alert, all that. And it's VIP Sports. Steve Stevens, Mr. 2 first names himself. Darren, whatever his name is. He decided to comment very, very early Sunday morning, about almost 5 in the morning. I was still up working. And I'll tell you what, how about I read it for you? It's still up if you guys want to see it. It's on Saturday's Red Alert video. I think Jimmy's even, spoken about it in his video. So let's see. So on the video, he said, I'm going to pull it up here, see if I can pull it up on my phone. So this is from Steve Stevens of VIP Sports, the biggest and the best. Bets millions of dollars, millions and millions and millions. He says, go back to the military, you broke, fake, fuck. F***. Learn how to get office and sell sports. You underwear, pick, P-I-C, space, I-N. I think he meant pickin', as in P-I-C-K-I-N. You underwear, pick in, and I believe he meant to say bitches. It's B and a bunch of stars, are fucking up the industry. No punctuation, one big complete run-on sentence with a lot of misspelled words and some stuff that a fourth grader could do better on. If you guys want to see my very lengthy response, you're welcome to go look at it yourself. If he does remove that comment, we all have it screenshotted, everybody on the Ghost team. First of all, I've never been in the military, ever. And I never will be in the military. It's not my thing. I salute everyone that's in the military. Everybody knows that Jimmy's a veteran. For some reason, people think that Jimmy's overseas right now, but I find that very hard to believe, considering I was in Philly with him last weekend. I've never been in the military. I don't want to be in the military. I'll admit, that's not me. I'm not man enough to go overseas. But I respect the shit out of everybody that's in the military. So you, sir, need to quit disrespecting the military and maybe give a shout out and a thank you to the military members that allow you to freely be a dickhead. I'm not in my underwear. I don't know of anybody making picks in their underwear. That would be extremely weird. You like to say that a lot on your podcast, sitting in your mama's basement in your underwear. I'm fully clothed. That's number one. And then, you like to say vulgar things and call me names and everything. Guys, you can go read the response. I didn't leave anything, I didn't leave anything to the imagination. I said exactly what was on my mind. You can sit here and shoulder shrug and do this all day and smoke weed and talk about jerking off and, talk about, putting people's wives out on the street corner as hookers. You know what? More power to you, brother. This industry is big enough for the both of us. I'll be the bigger man for a second. Let's be real for a second if you want to be real. Every pick that I make, I'm transparent, win or loss. I come out here and I tell you. We don't win everything. You don't win everything. We all admit that. If you want to sign up with us, great. If you're expecting to go 100%, you might as well go somewhere else and let them lie to you and tell you that they're going to do it, because it's not going to happen. But we win a hell of a lot more than we lose. We put a lot of effort into this. You like to say on your video that, if somebody out there is trying to proclaim to be you and take food out of your family's mouth, then you have an issue. And I would have an issue too. We're not proclaiming to be you. I would never want to proclaim to be someone that acts like you. Let's get that straight. Don't come at me twisted like that. Number two, you like to call everybody names. You like to say this. You like to say that. I don't ever see you recap anything on your podcast. You like to do your little segments of telling everybody who's hot. Guess what? Everybody knows that the Boston Red Sox are good. You're the Big Dipper or whatever that sits beside you. You might want to hang on to him because he's the only one in that podcast that knows anything about sports. Everybody watches you smoke joints and somewhat stumble through a half-ass written script to make you sound like you know sports, but you don't. You're being corrected by your co-host and then agreeing with him. You deal directly with players, coaches, CEOs. That's where you get your information of. That's illegal. So stop promoting that, because no player is going to tell you what's going to happen. No coach is going to do it, and no CEO is going to do it for the benefit of your business. Stop. I mean, it's ridiculous. We all get our information from different places. I know former players, but they're not going to go out there if they were still playing and go, "Hey man, you should do this." That could ruin their career. What? Over selling some sports picks? Come on, dude. Let's get real. I'm going to try to keep this as professional as possible, but you know what? All you guys need to know. And then, you don't actually recap any plays. And if anybody does any research on YouTube about VIP Sports and Steve Stevens, people go out of their way to make videos calling you out for the fraud and scammer and degenerate that you are. One being one of the most respected names in this industry, and somebody that I look up to and respect with everything, and that's Tony Georgia Doc Sports, and formerly of Tony George Sports. Somebody that I have the utmost respect for in this industry and would never, ever say anything bad about. Hell, I could learn a thing or two from him, no doubt. 26 years experience, and he even called you out. Bill at My Free Picks, another great handicapper, called you out because you like to call everybody out like a child. Dude, seriously, there's room for everybody. May the best man win. So along with all that, you doing all this, you going through, and your podcast is mainly about, pussy, money, and weed, and hookers and strippers, and doing blow off of somebody's asshole, or whatever you do, whatever it is. I'm sorry for the language, guys, but I'm just getting this out in the open, and I'm sure that there'll be backlash from it, but I don't care. My clients respect me for what I do because we take care of our people. We're not looking for just another dollar. We've actually turned down business from clients that raise red flags to the fact that they may have a gambling problem. This is an investment. This is to make money. This is not about gambling. Maybe for your clients it is. But I know for myself and Jimmy have turned away countless repeat business because after somebody signs up, red flags get raised as to they actually have a problem, and we will not take any more of their money. We suggest that they also stop what they're doing, back off, get some help if they need it, because this is not for them because they have an issue. We do not want to be a part of their demise because they don't know how to manage money and just play the picks that we're giving them, which will make them money. My long-term clients make money. You might not believe it, and guess what? We have plenty of overseas clients. I know you think you're the only big dick in the room that can do anything, but don't come at everybody sideways, dude, because somebody's going to straighten you out sooner or later. And also, your partner, who I'm going to give credit to, actually seems like he knows quite a bit about the MLB. Let's go over his on-record early season predictions. Washington Nationals to win the NL East and the World Series. No way, brother. Not happening. What was mine? Sleeper team. Been saying it over and over and over again, the Atlanta Braves. My pick actually to win the NL West was the Arizona Diamondbacks. I did not think that the Dodgers would win it. We'll see what happens there. Arizona's a couple games back. Said that the Cubs would win the NL Central, that Boston would win the AL East, that Houston would come back and play Boston in the ALCS. So a lot of my stuff is coming true. A lot of your stuff is not. So keep doing you, man. But I will say this. You say you're a family man. I'm assuming that you do have a family, and that's admirable. One thing about the American dream is that you can get up every day, you can hustle and grind and do it on your own terms, be successful, make a good living, and support your family, which is the most important thing in this world. You can do that, and I hope you do it. I hope your business thrives, and you can do it every day, and that your kids can look up to you and hope to hustle like you do. So stop trying to bring everybody else down, because I have a family too. You go out there, you hustle, you grind, and you go out there and do it for your family and your well-being, and I'll do it for mine. And be a man and wish everybody else success too, because that's the American dream. If you don't like it, oh well, I'm not going anywhere. I even offered to buy you a beer when I come to Vegas. I hope I can scrape enough pennies out of the couch cushions to afford one, because we're all broke bitches. So anyway, I'm sorry for that rant, guys. For all of my clients and all my supporters and viewers, I love you more than anything, and you're the reason that I do this. And let's do a quick, little promo recap thing. Jack, final day, $99 week. He is on fire, probably the hottest capper at Ghost Picks right now. You better jump on it today. It is the last opportunity. Jimmy is doing something that kind of blew my mind. A $5.99 NFL season. One day only, today, Monday, $5.99. Jimmy's NFL card. I think dating back to preseason up to now, he's 14-3. Phenomenal record. And I am running my last day of my $99 week as well. And I'm also going to do one other thing. I'm going to offer it for one day, the rest of my MLB season with postseason included, for $199. Everybody knows what I'm about in the MLB. And the record speaks for itself, and it will continue to. And for the people that think that that's all that I'm about, yes, that is what drew me to Jimmy, or what drew Jimmy to me, was him seeing my MLB. And all last year, he scouted my MLB plays. And needless to say, he was beyond impressed. Well, then we got into football and basketball, and when I hit 65% overall in football between NCAA, NFL, postseason, and everything, and then did the same thing at almost 67% in basketball, it was solidified, and that's what pushed him over the edge and wanted me to not be a part of his team, to be my own handicapper on behalf of his business. So make sure you don't miss out on my football and basketball stuff, guys. NHL hit 77% last year. Everything's on YouTube, documented. Every play that I did since joining Ghost Picks. Everything's there. Everything's on the website if you want it. We will be running an NHL early bird special here in the next week or two to get you a little discount opportunity on that. And then free play, we're going to go with, and this is for my man Roland that is always on my videos. He loves some Dog Mondays, and everybody knows my underdog plays, they bite. So we're going to go with an underdog. We're going to take a shot here with an underdog, and we're going to do it with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona Diamondbacks, Colorado Rockies. Let's get the line. I got it at Bet Online when I played it just a little while ago at plus 125 on Arizona. The Westgate's got it at plus 1. Let's see what is that. They've got it at plus 130. Yep, plus 130 at the Westgate. About plus 130, 125 across the board. Godley's on the mound. He's got a great record against Colorado. Arizona is not playing hot right now. Colorado is playing good right now. Obviously, Colorado's at home. Everything is leaning towards Colorado. I do think the line's sharp, and I think the line is somewhat accurate. But the Arizona Diamondbacks, being a couple of games back right now, need this game. They can't go 3, 4, 5 games back and have a chance to win this thing. We've only got about 20 days left before the regular season ends, and they need everything that they can get, and this is a big one for them. Godley, with his record against the Colorado Rockies, I think he's 4-0 in his last 4 up. I'll have to check those stats. But he's a good pitcher against the Rockies. And I think that if the team can get together, they play smart, and Godley can go out there and have a good game, Arizona's got a very good chance to win this game and win it in impressive fashion. So that's going to be my free play for Monday. Arizona Diamondbacks plus 125 is what I played it, so that's what I'm going to give it to you at. As an underdog, check that line. If you can get it at 130, take it at that as your free play. Sorry for the big rant involving some childish behavior on behalf of probably one of the biggest businesses out there in this industry. I respect the hustle. I respect the grind. I just don't respect somebody acting like a child and calling me out on some information. He knows nothing about me. Obviously, he thinks I'm in the military. It's just ridiculous. It's childish. Keep going back, doing what you do. Everybody can go read the comment that I left below it. It is on Saturday's video for the Red Alert. 9/7's video, or excuse me, 9/8 or September the 8th video. It's on there. Just scroll down, look for the VIP comment, and then you can see my response to it if you want anything more in depth. I tried to keep it professional, and I didn't want to use a lot of foul language like he likes to for a week or two every week. I probably would have never even watched one of his podcasts unless one of my clients said that he brought the Ghost Picks name up. And I was just intrigued at that point, so I watched a little bit. But the fact that he goes out there and takes the time out of his day, being the biggest and the best in the industry, he takes the time out of, takes time away from betting millions of dollars on sports and, going to do whatever it is he does and call everybody else broke bitches. And, I guess I better go tell my mom. I hope she washed my underwear so I can have a clean pair on for you tomorrow. It's just ridiculous. But obviously, you know who he's paying attention to, because he takes the time out of his day to wander on over to my page and type a sentence that looks like an illiterate third grader did it. So anyway, guys, I love you. I mean it. And I cannot wait to do another contest with you. For all of my loyal subscribers, clients, fans, everything, you guys are the reason I do it. I can't thank you enough. I'm going to keep getting you guys more involved. I thank you for all the love. Smash that subscribe button. Let's get to 1,500, and let's give away a month's package. Raymond Asbell, Devo Lane, guys, send me an email. Let's get you on your week package. Arizona Diamondbacks underdog plus 125 is your play for Monday. I guess maybe I should do some shoulder shrugging, kind of like VIP, But anyway, good luck. God bless. Grind on. And we'll see you back tomorrow. Fair enough.